When I was very young, I learned the piano. I was having to learn classical piano. I didn't enjoy it at all. And I stopped doing that when I was about 16 because by that time I got into rock and roll music, like rock music. And I wanted to learn the guitar myself. So I got a guitar and I taught myself how to play. I'd already decided I wanted to create music. I wanted to be a musician. But my experiences of going out and seeing DJs, at that time it was very UK style music. It was UK, I mean it was called hardcore, which was basically a Jamaican influence. That was the era when I first got into going out and dancing. I thought maybe I could make something for the dance floor, and I had a friend who had a sampler, so I'd go around to his place, I'd feed in beats that I'd heard, that I liked, and chop and cut and try and make records that way. I like records that are made purely with samplers, and I like records that are made purely with machines, but because I began as a musician, I spent so long learning how to play the guitar, and you know, in the last few years I've got really way back into playing the piano, you know, and synthesizers and keyboards. So, you know, I can play these things, so I feel like it would be a shame not to try and express myself on my instruments and try and make records in the old-fashioned way, you know, rather than just sampling someone else's record. Try and build up my own thing on my own that sounds like a record, you know, from the 70s or the 80s. So I'm layering everything myself, just putting layer upon layer upon layer upon layer, and hopefully trying to make something that sounds like an old record, but at the same time a new record as well. Well, I was in this crazy old ballroom in, I don't know what neighborhood in New York, but it was this weird sort of Baroque fantasy. You know, it was with RBMA, so it was fancy and kitted out, you know, great sound, lots of different rooms. I think somebody said if a bomb had dropped, all of the hipsters in New York would have just been exterminated at that moment. When I'm playing, I like to, it's more fun when I'm playing, when I'm close to the crowd and the crowd is going nuts.